Good morning, everyone. MJ here of Mike and MJ's RV Adventures. Well, I thought I'd catch you up with what's been going on with us for the last few weeks. Uh, Not a whole lot. Some things have been happening. Mike sold his dirt bike. And of course, you all know that we like to ride in the desert. So he sold his dirt bike, which I told him he had to sell it first before he could buy a quad. So he did manage to sell it to a very nice gentleman up in Lake Havasu who came down to Quartzsite, picked up the dirt bike. He loved it. He's a school teacher in his late 40s, I would guess. So he was very happy to get it. And then Mike, of course, found the very same weekend. The gentleman came on a Saturday. We drove to Lake Havasu on Sunday and found our quad to purchase. And in Arizona here, you have to have a signed notarized title, clear title to hand off whenever you sell something. So we were driving about 5 miles down the road after purchasing this quad, and we looked and the title was not signed or notarized. So we had to turn back around go back to the family that sold it to us, and they had a mobile notary come and actually take care of it for us, which was really great. Then when we got home, of course, Mike did all the things to it that, he changed the oil, changed the air filter, all that stuff. I decided to sell my little quad, which after much thought, I hated to sell it. I was back and forth with whether I should sell it or not, and I decided to sell it. Put it on Marketplace, which a lady saw it here in the park that we had discussed maybe her buying it earlier this year, and she came and looked at, or I took it up to her. She doesn't drive. She has a motorhome, and I took it up to her and thought the deal was made. She contacted me the next day after we made the deal. She wanted me to hold it for a month or so, which would have been fine. But I don't think she wanted to pay the price that I wanted for it. And it was a little back and forth, and I just decided maybe I better not sell it to her. And put it on Marketplace the next week and sold it instantly. A gentleman came down from Lake Havasu and purchased it for his 12-year-old daughter. She outgrew her 90cc. This was a 200cc, so she was thrilled to get it. He was happy. I was happy that it went to somebody who would really enjoy it and really wanted it. So after that, we have friends that we spend time with. They were around a lady who came down with COVID. So us being around them, we were around them. So we all decided to quarantine for 14 days since this lady was actually put in the hospital with COVID. I believe she was in for 8 or 10 days. She's fine now. She's out and, she's recuperating. And we're all fine. None of us came down with any kind of symptoms, so we're all fine. But it was a long 14 days. After that, we decided to move a little further out into the desert by ourselves. Of course, we were camping with our other YouTube friends, and we decided that it's time to go our separate ways. We went a little further into the desert. It was getting pretty crowded and pretty busy where we were camped all together, and we love our YouTube friends, but it was just time to go our separate ways. We'll see them again, though. We like to socialize with them. But as far as getting, after it was a long 14 days. After that, we decided we're not going to do gatherings, YouTube gatherings. We're not going to do big campfires. We're going to try to keep our circle extremely small, and that's how we want to handle this COVID situation. To each his own. You know, some people don't mind big crowds. We don't. We don't care for big crowds. Neither Michael nor I like big crowds. So we just moved further back into the desert by ourselves. Then we decided, we did decide to move, of course, as I'm just talking about. We moved to a spot that we thought was a perfect spot. Not so perfect. We parked in front of a road. Wasn't real smart. I didn't even really see the road because I came in on the four-wheeler. Michael brought the camper in. He actually went through this road and I didn't even notice the road. But he parked real close to it. Well, here the neighbors all use this road to get out, which I don't blame them because it's a little ways around to go the long way. I can't blame them. But it's a little tough when you're sitting relaxing, someone's driving right through your camp, right by your campfire, you know. But they were here first, and if we don't like it that much, we can always turn the key. That's how we look at it. Michael thought, you know, the first night we heard somebody drive through, we didn't actually see who drove through. We thought it was a razor. And here it was our next door neighbor that had driven through to go to the store. We didn't see that. He thought, well, I'll just throw stuff on it on the road to keep people from driving through. Well, you can't do that because people have been using this road for years and you can't close it just because you move in. Not cool. So, he cleaned the spot back off and, you know, we decided that if we don't like it, we'll just move again. It's not a big deal. So other than that, you know, we've been just going for rides in the desert and keeping ourselves busy. And I'm planning on having maybe a little fire here over the weekend. I don't know yet. You know, we're kicking it around. But we decided you know, with this COVID thing, we want to be very careful until the vaccine comes out. And we will be getting the vaccine. You know, but to each his own. You know, you have to do what's right for you. We're doing what's right for us. We want to keep our circle small and we want to stay as healthy as possible. I have some underlying health issues. Mike has some underlying health issues, so we'd like to be careful. But we don't begrudge anyone who wants to go do the YouTube gatherings and, you know, inviting campers into camp with you when you don't know where they've been, and it's just tough. It's tough for us, you know. We just weren't sure what to do. So this is what's best for us. So if you have any comments or any questions, please feel free to, you know, I'll put my email address in and you can email me directly and let us know what you think, okay? So we'll see you all soon. Thanks for stopping by. Please like and subscribe. So this is Mike's new quad. Well, it's not new, it's used, but...
It's not mine, it's
ours. He's making a seat, as you can see, for me. We thought of purchasing one, but we weren't sure that it would exactly work for me. So Mike made his own, of course. Mike's always doing that kind of thing. Very nice job, Mike. I can attest that it works great. There it is. As you can see, it's a 700 Polaris, and we'll be riding it later. So thanks, Mike.
You're welcome.
See y'all soon. This is our new camp, everyone. As you can see, there's the dreaded road that we parked in front of. Not real bright. There's our camp. Fires, you can see how close it is to the road, but Our mistake for parking here. If we don't like it, we can move. There's Mike. This is really a nice spot, though. We really enjoy it here. It's nice and quiet, and although we can hear generator running somewhere. Not sure where, though, but that's part of life here in the desert where people were camping. Well, that's all for right now. You can see the road ahead, straight ahead of me. Maybe we'll move. Maybe I can talk him into moving. Actually, this lot's really big. I'd like to move up there. As you can see, it's also a nice spot. Okay, that's all for now. See y'all soon.